Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast with all of our favorite people.
All your favorites are back. We've returned from the dead. We are Jesus. Or Lazarus, depending on what you want. I am Zach Palmer.
Oh, I'm Andy. Usually Devin goes first.
Yeah,
we're fucking up the order.
Who cares? We have a dedicated
Anarchy!
We have a dedicated fan base now, and they know our names.
And my name is Devin McNeil, and
we're also sitting in a different place than normal. Normally we sit on the couch on the other side of the room, but now we're at the table.
And now the feng shui is all messed up.
Yeah, it's thrown me off.
We also have a weird
Everything
person
has changed.
The world is coming
undone. By the way, Andy, welcome back.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here last week.
Tell us about your magical trip to Atlanta, the land of green and pleasure.
I went back home for spring break. It was fun. I met some friends from high school.
Did you have sex with your mom?
Ooh, got him?
Does your mom know you're gay?
Ooh, the ultimate diss.
The ultimate test.
What do I say? How do I respond?
Andy, your mom gay.
Your mom gay.
No, you.
Shit.
All right, so a couple interesting things this week we have today. Oh yeah, we have our friend Hannah, who likes who likes sitting in our apartment,
just chilling,
you know,
giving a female opinion.
She may or may not speak throughout this entire thing. We don't know yet.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery box, like J.J. Abrams.
I'm an illusion.
I was gonna say it's a mystery, just like the fucking Mystery Incorporated needs to solve.
Nice transition. Damn.
Good job, Andy.
The trailer that came out recently that you can only find on Entertainment Weekly.
We tried to find it on YouTube.
What is it? Are we only on Entertainment Weekly? Oh, that was the only place we could find it. Was Daphne and Velma, which
a straight to Blu-ray.
Zach tried to convince me this was a real thing that was being released in theaters, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, I tried to convince you that it was a real thing, and you were still denying.
Yeah, it's because I didn't know. Well, because you were like, "It's a live-action Scooby-Doo movie, or it's a only starring Daphne and Velma. And it's being released in theaters." I was like, and the trailer's out now. I was like, "What the fuck? How have I not heard of this?"
I feel like it would have blown up if it was like in theaters.
If it was in theaters, I would have 100%.
Let's be
fair.
It's still a very big deal. This is ground changing.
This is feminist icon. Yeah, this is what feminism is all about.
This is what all feminists have been looking for.
The feminist film for a general.
As a feminist, I disagree.
I am surprised that Greta Gerwig did not sign up for this.
I'm shocked
for this film. Patty Jenkins and Greta Gerwig team up for Daphne and Velma.
And let's get Ava DuVernay in there. Everyone's favorite director, Ava DuVernay.
I'm so surprised Lena Dunham, in her greatness, did not grace the stage.
Sophia Coppola praised this movie.
I actually like Sophia Coppola. Don't
I like
legitimately good.
I like Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig.
I like
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's true. I love Greta Gerwig.
You guys seen Frances Ha?
Yeah, Frances Ha's so good.
Yeah, you watched this week.
Over the weekend.
It's so good. Have you seen Wrinkle in Time?
I have not.
It's so shit. It's so fucking shit.
That's Ava DuVernay.
Yeah, that's Ava.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yikes!
Yeah, it's bad.
All right,
it's
not
good.
What did we think of the trailer?
It was
trailer?
a TV
Scooby-Doo.
movie.
It exists.
It's a real thing that's happening.
Okay,
wait. Okay, I'm going to call the ending. The principal did it.
Yeah, there was
100%.
There was that red herring they put in the fucking trailer where they're like, "I think it's this guy." And it was like, "It's not that guy."
They also dropped a second red herring with like the janitor.
Oh,
who's
right.
Like, what are you looking at?
No. My favorite thing for the trailer was so what are you looking at? That's I'm just mopping. That's what they all say. And then Daphne goes,
laughed.
"Huh."
Daphne laughed
and that was a cue for us to laugh. We were supposed to laugh.
Something's funny in a movie.
Relating to the audience.
Like, those are some ugly looking Daphne and Velma.
Jesus Christ.
I see what you're saying about the Daphne seemed cute enough.
I don't think they look like
they
Velma
don't
or
look
Daphne.
like my childhood memories.
True, but I mean, I think the Daphne.
They have like
cute
short
enough.
faces.
Yeah, they had weird shaped faces.
They're also cartoons, so like
but who's the girl that played Velma in the live action Scooby Doo movie? She's a good Velma.
Selma
Hayek.
No.
Selma, directed by Ava DuVernay.
It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
No, that was Daphne.
Oh, Velma?
Yeah, Velma was Linda Card.
I'll look it up.
She's the
Carl
girl.
Cardellini.
Yeah, she's the one. She's the fucking Freaks and Geeks girl.
And also, she plays Wendy on Gravity Falls.
Does she?
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
She's also in Age of Ultron. She's Hawkeye's wife.
I started out the trailer really hating it. But as it went on, I was like, you know what?
It was a long trailer.
As it went on, I was like, you know what? It has just the right cheese. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yikes.
Yeah.
What are you oofing to?
That's a different face. That is a different face.
Who are we looking at?
What? No.
Laptop is not.
Listen, Sarah Michelle Gellar is still
fine.
beautiful.
Okay.
Attractive.
Yeah, Devin. For those
you're
at
a
home,
sexist.
Devin's
I am.
attempting to body shame, to age shame.
What can I say?
A woman.
A beautiful woman, might I? Statuesque.
A woman, not of color, but still a woman.
What is the color?
True. Very true.
Actually, it's not. White and black are not colors. Movie tip of the day.
White's a color, but black is not a color.
Devin, off-white is a color.
Off-white is a back to actual movie news.
Yeah, back to real movies.
So Tintin 2 is apparently still happening.
Hell yeah! I heard about that this morning.
But
That's
not
fucking
for a
great.
very long time.
I'm okay
even
with that.
care.
I'm fine with that. Who cares? I fucking love the Steven Spielberg Tintin movie from 2011. It's fucking
It's great. It's a great film.
It's underrated.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Tintin, the quote is Peter Jackson has to do the second part.
Yeah.
Has
I want
to.
him to do the
I
second
want
one.
Peter Jackson
But
to do the second part.
Peter
Yeah.
will stick to it. Tintin is not dead. Normally, if all goes well, he will
That makes
soon
me happy.
start working on the script, as it takes 2 years of animation to work on the film. I would expect to see it, but not for at least 3 years.
That's
Okay,
fine.
that's
3
a
years. That's
typical
not.
year.
Yeah,
That's a
you said a
typical-
very long time. I was expecting like 7 years.
Yeah, I was
3
expecting
years?
like a while.
That's perfectly fine. 3 years. I can wait 3 years for the Tintin.
You ever see Tintin?
No, I have not. I've seen like trailers and stuff for it.
I think you'd like it,
It's
Hannah.
a cute
For
movie.
me, that's one of the movies that like pulls off the like really real like animation better than like the Polar Express does.
Oh, 100%.
but to be
Is
fair
that
about
the
the
movie where it's based in Great Britain?
It's
No,
like a globe-trotting
yeah.
adventure.
It's an
Okay, yeah, I
adventure
have no
thing.
clue what this is.
To be fair for Polar Express is that it was because of the time
Okay,
and the
well,
technology.
even- okay.
No, but even
like-
even then, I feel like
movies-
Tintin and Tintin, and it looks like I haven't seen Ready Player One yet, but it looks like the trailers look like they do it really well. I don't know what Spielberg does really well, but he does something that like a lot of the other mocap directors don't do, like the James Camerons and the fucking Robert Zemeckis. What they don't do, he
Adds enough stylization to it.
he
to make
adds
it,
in
like,
exactly
like it, so it doesn't fall into the uncanny valley.
exactly right on. He
Because
keeps
the
enough.
faces in like Tintin are like very cartoonish.
Yeah, he
but
keeps
the
them
body
cartoony
proportions
enough.
are like realistic enough so that they like look good.
I dropped a can. I'm sorry about that.
It was
Sorry.
all
Over the
Andy's.
audio. I knocked over this empty crush.
It's
I
for the video.
I sighed and
Devin
I cried.
like, looked at me. He was just like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I fucking ruined this podcast.
I am now in a depression, in a deep depression. Here's to my dying aunt. Whatever. In other movie news, what's it called? Phil Coulson.
Oh
Phil
yeah, that's
Coulson.
cool.
Phil Coulson is going to be back for Captain Marvel. I kind
As
of want.
well as Ronan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Ronan the Accuser.
Who's the Ronan's sidekick? What's that black guy?
Lee Pace?
No, Lee Pace. But who's the black guy? Digimon something.
Digimon?
No, he's. Oh my god, his
The
name.
guy with the little computer on the side.
Yeah, the guy. You know Ronan's sidekick in that movie. The
who
black
kinda
guy.
fights in like the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah, the guy's like when.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Star-Lord,
yeah,
who
yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah,
guy?
yeah, yeah.
That actor's name. It's something.
He's gonna be back?
Yeah, he's back too.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to see Ronan, surprisingly. Honestly, for
I'm
me,
looking forward to it.
I'm
looks fun.
looking forward to seeing Ronan more than I am Phil Coulson, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
Because I love Phil Coulson, but like
I don't
feel
know.
like he's a fully realized character.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I think it's gonna be interesting to see like Ronan, a character who's like been generally like has a mixed response to him. They're like, oh yeah, he's just a blue guy, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see like what they do with that. Maybe they'll make him like they'll flesh him out a bit.
It's going to be very, very interesting.
But I also think it's going to be nice to see Phil Coulson that's not in an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. scenario.
God, yeah, fuck Agents
Okay,
of
look.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Hey, I still watch it.
You still watch it?
I know it's bad. I am aware.
When do you watch it?
I watched it like over the summer with my mom.
Oh, okay. I was like, I live with you. I've never seen you watch that.
No, because I'm all cut up. That's why.
Never once.
Because I'm all cut up, Andy.
Isn't it ending?
Yeah, this is the final season. The season finale where he looked up in space and he has no arm, and you're like, what? They're in space?
Listen, I watched like
Spoilers.
Okay, I'm going to tell you
It's
my
not
history.
a great show.
I'm going to tell you my history of watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., okay?
It's gotten better. I'm serious.
I watched the first episode and I was like, this is great.
Really? I hated the first episode.
And then I watched the second episode and I was like, this is great. I'm going to keep watching this. And then I never watched it again.
Really? Oh no, I stuck with it. I hated it.
I was so fucking bored.
It was like I started it back when like it was not, because when they first announced that show, everyone just like assumed that show it was gonna be like
it was gonna be great.
It was
gonna
gonna
tie in with the movie.
Everyone was like it's going to be a big part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and me being a big fan of like all the Marvel movies.
Coulson lives.
Yeah, people were so fucking hyped for it, and like I trudged through the first 2 seasons, hating it. Solely under the impression that like this was gonna tie into the movies, and then I slowly realized the movies don't care.
And then Ike Perlmutter got fired.
No, Andy, but in Age of Ultron, the mission that they're going on at the beginning, that's actually set up by Phil Coulson. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, the show connects to the movies. The movies don't connect to the
Andy,
show.
Andy,
the movies never once. No fucking nerd voice can convince me that the
Andy, the Inhumans who played a big part in the MCU.
It's rude. You're a rude man.
Do you remember the Inhumans and the big part they played in Civil War?
Kermit is a big fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I watch it every day.
Wasn't it Frank Oz was like shit talking Disney, which is like he? Yeah, he was like Disney doesn't know what to do with the Muppets, so they don't understand the property.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was Frank Oz. It might have been someone else, but I'm pretty sure it's Frank Oz.
I follow Frank Oz on Twitter, and that guy's great.
Yeah, I love Frank Oz.
Honestly,
did you see the behind the scenes footage of The Last Jedi of like Frank Oz?
Yeah,
and then Mark Hamill just starts tearing up, and he's like, "Oh, this is bringing me back." I'm like, "Oh,
Frank Oz is amazing.
It was great.
And I would love nothing more than to meet him." Frank Oz, if you're listening.
Hey, come on down to the podcast. We got Frank Oz as a guest.
Dude, that'd
be fucking amazing.
Big news. I have found Carmen Sandiego.
Oh shit, where was she?
She pretended to be Gina Rodriguez. I don't know. Gina Rodriguez is Carmen Sandiego in a live action Netflix movie.
Oh, that's sad.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know the name Carmen Sandiego, and I know the costume. What is that?
Where's Walt? Go for it.
Carmen Sandiego is a children's game and TV show in which you go around the world learning about geography and culture, trying to find a master thief. Carmen Sandiego.
You're like speaking like the Wikipedia page. You're like speaking like
that's because he's memorized it.
I know the lore of Carmen Sandiego. That's you play as a gumshoe trying to find the Carmen Sandiego girl.
Did you like watch it growing up?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just played like one game, but no, honestly. I only know this really like deeply because like a couple months ago I was like, they should make a Carmen Sandiego movie, and
not knowing what it was.
No, I knew what it was.
Oh, okay.
I just remembered it from my childhood, and I was like, this is a good idea.
I guess Netflix is doing it.
Yeah, no, but I don't think Netflix is the right place to do it.
Well,
I think Netflix is like shouldn't be making movies.
Are you telling me that you don't love such hit films such as Bright,
like if you told
Cloverfield Paradox?
Yes,
well, Cloverfield Paradox wasn't made by Netflix.
Like, if you
but they still picked it up. They still paid $50 million for it. That is a Netflix
If you told
movie.
me that like Paramount or Universal is making this movie, I'd be like, yes!
Right,
this is gonna be
fun.
I mean, this is gonna make a fun kids movie. It's gonna be a globe-trotting adventure.
Universal still made Woody Woodpecker.
They did.
Yeah, but that wasn't theatrical release.
Yeah, no.
Or was going to be.
Yeah, and then they saw the movie and they were like,
yeah. But I think like for me, like,
by the way, can we just tell
everyone?
We watched the Woody Woodpecker movie.
Yeah, we did.
We watched it.
Trash.
Yeah, it was really shit.
Yeah. I don't really remember.
I remember a lot about it for some reason.
I have dreams of it.
Oh, okay.
I see in the back of my mind.
I see Woody Woodpecker trying to kill people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woody Woodpecker is fucking violent in that movie.
Timothy
Chalamet.
No, I feel really bad for Timothy Osmond.
Amundsen.
Yeah.
Who?
He was the main guy in that movie.
Oh, right. What a weird lead.
He's a fun actor, and I really like him.
Wait,
He's in Psych.
Oh, okay.
And he's like a really fun part of Psych.
That and the famous musical Gallivant.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
No, he is. Yeah.
Gallivant sucks balls. Don't watch it.
No, he's good at it.
What is Gallivant?
Gallivant is this TV musical event that ABC did of like it's like a mini series
The only musical I watch is The Greatest Showman.
And I think he's the only redeeming factor in a movie that like is obviously just shitting on him.
Yeah, he gets tortured in that fucking movie.
No, literally, Woody Woodpecker like attacks him.
Yeah, Woody Woodpecker legitimately kills people.
We're spending too much time on the Woody Woodpecker.
No, we're not spending
enough time on Woody Woodpecker. Ladies and gentlemen, go home. Take a load off.
Hop in your Netflix, buy a pizza, buy some Chinese, buy some Mexican food, and watch Woody
Buy
Woodpecker.
all the foods and watch Woody Woodpecker.
Or if you're poor, no. I don't want to be giving out like bad financial advice on the show.
I don't know. I think it's worth it.
Invest in Enron.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Wow.
I know nothing about Bitcoin.
Pacific Rim 3 already has a story. Already has a story planned. It says Uprising director. I don't know if that means they landed a director.
No, I think what that. I mean, that to me is just like
they plotted out a trilogy.
That's just them making up ideas. That doesn't mean that a sequel is happening.
Stephen DeKnight. Stephen S. DeKnight.
I don't know. I've heard that name before.
Yeah, I know he's directing it. I have not seen the new one. As a big fan of the first one, I'm not a big fan of as someone who's not seen the movie, but like based on like my knowledge of the trailers and what I've heard about it, I'm not really a big fan of what Stephen DeKnight has done with the franchise.
Basically, I think I'm gonna go see the movie, but I'm not gonna expect it to be any good.
I don't know, like I don't really want to support it if it's not.
I've heard it compared to Independence Day Resurgence, and that's not a good.
Okay,
good comment.
I mean, to me, it just looks like he just took all of the stylization and everything, literally everything that made the first. Because the thing that made the first movie special wasn't that it was an original idea or that it did the monster fights so well. The monster fights were fucking awesome. Yeah, it did do the monster fights well. It was great because of just Guillermo del Toro's very specific stylization. He makes good movies. Like no matter what the movie is, it's good.
But Pacific Rim, okay,
it's not his best film.
I'm gonna say, I don't think Pacific Rim is a great movie. I think it's a fun. I think it's a fun monster movie.
I won't call it an intelligent movie.
I wouldn't say it's great, but I would say that it's like
a great monster
strong
movie.
Film, and like
it's a great movie.
It's not in his best films, but I think it's like one of the better blockbusters that comes out surely because of its originality.
It's a blockbuster that has art to it.
There's so much detail in that movie that's so just interesting.
It is
the plot is whatever.
The plot,
it's an artful blockbuster.
The plot, the characters, and everything. The only thing that I think is the redeeming quality of it is the monster fight, and that's the reason why I want to go to this.
I think when you say
Pacific Rim 2 in the first place,
like monster fight.
Yeah,
I think that's
kind of
simplifying.
Yeah, it simplifies
a lot of like the art and like technique.
There's a reason why Pacific Rim is on a completely different level than the Transformers movies.
Yeah,
and it's because Guillermo del Toro brought so much.
Well, and I also think that there's talent in the Pacific Rim movies, but just because there's like bits of talent here doesn't make it like an outstanding movie.
I'm not calling it perfect, but to me,
I think it's a little like I think it's demeaning to say it's a bit of talent.
Yeah,
like that movie.
Well, no, like the cinematography is great.
Award-winning director.
No, Guillermo del Toro is a great director. The cinematography was fun.
He made a movie about a fish. Sally Hawkins fucking a fish in its best picture. Fuck you.
But what I'm saying is like the cinematography was great. Like the direction, the production design was great. But the story was bland.
Yeah, the story's bland, but I think.
Yeah, like, that's the point.
The story is like an element, you know, and I think like when you have enough elements in a movie, and like they can be better than a story, you know.
And like hearing the way Guillermo like talked about it, like he knew 110% the exact kind of movie he was making. Like he's talked about how he cut out like 2 hours of like character development and shit, and he's like the reason why he cut that out is because he's like, I'm not fooling anyone. Like I'm making a monster movie.
I think that's okay.
It's fun.
And I think that's okay. And I think that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a monster movie.
It's nothing. It's nothing that what Guillermo brought to the original.
It's about the art. It's about the
stylization, and this just looks like a Transformers.
It looks like a new style.
It doesn't. It just looks like Independence Day Resurgence.
Is in the first movie. You have that whole scene, the thing with the fist, right? Mm-hmm. They built like a fucking like massive robot fist and drove it through a model building for a single shot.
Yeah,
a great shot that was hilarious.
It's fucking amazing.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
and I think the fact that they like would put that much care and effort into a single shot shows that they like. There was such a passion behind that movie and such a clear effort to make a film that's like, while the story may not be like 10 out of 10 or even like 8 out of 10.
And they're not trying to make it.
I think the fact that they put so much artistry into like the details, the smaller things, the design of the robots makes up for it.
It's Guillermo's fan film to Japanese monster.
And I love Japanese monster movies, but I also think that we should give this guy a chance. I like the designs of the new robots. I like the little single robot dude. I like the monsters, like especially the fights. I think the trailer showed a bit too much.
And that's actually a criticism I've heard about the movie is that it just feels so much more toyetic than the first one.
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
It's not just what they look like; it's how they move.
Yeah,
like that's one of the big.
It just looks like Transformers again.
No, I don't think. I think it looks more like the Power Rangers TV show, and so I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, but the physics of it, it's not the same movie that Guillermo made, and it's disappointing.
And I'm okay with a new movie.
I guess I don't know.
I'm okay with a new movie.
I don't care. I think it's a very disappointing thing what they did with this franchise. It could have been something so great.
That got and also
it just feels like because the first one wasn't a massive hit, and it just.
But I think the second one could have been if it if it had a production team that really cared about it.
It just feels like the studio made the movie that you wanted to make because they're like, well, this didn't do as well as Transformers, but
this guy produced Smallville and wrote some of the best episodes of Smallville, some of the best episodes of.
I'm not saying it's a complete hack. The words you use there, wrote.
Wrote some of the best Daredevils things.
That doesn't mean he's good at like bringing the art house directing that Guillermo brings.
Yeah. He directed an episode of.
Who directed it? Is it this guy?
Yeah, Stephen DeKnight. He hasn't directed a lot. He directed.
I'm not saying he's a complete hack or anything.
Yeah, but there's I think there's a difference between writing a lot of Smallville, and
especially television,
and also I think that actually kind of makes it it changes the perspective a little bit because television is all about smaller budgets.
Exactly,
it's about blander shots.
Guillermo brings
not in Daredevil
cinema,
not in Daredevil.
Daredevil's great, but
I'm
not saying he's a bad director. I'm just saying he's completely lost the artistry of the first one.
Yeah, I'm just saying in 2 years he's not going to win Best Director at the Oscars.
Maybe not for this movie. We don't know. Look, just because it's not Guillermo's style, I understand.
I'm not just poo-pooing on it because it's different. I'm poo-pooing on it because it's just disappointing.
It lacks as much artistry as the first one.
It is genuinely disappointing.
And what if you go see it and he did take as much time?
Then I'll take it back.
See it, and I'm sure I'm going to have a fine time. I'm going to laugh at the robots. I'm going to think Charlie Day's funny, even though I think he's going to be the villain. I think that's going to be the twist.
Because Chinese people hate him.
Chinese people hate Charlie Day?
Yeah,
do they? I don't know.
Because he is the picture of American decadence.
Well, no. China actually loves American culture, but the thing is, they don't want to make their own people the bad guy. They don't want to make their own people the bad guy.
Yeah,
oftentimes.
They don't like that.
They don't. They are so fucking racist toward that movie.
Yeah. By the way, Black Panther, the highest-grossing domestic, fifth highest-grossing domestic movie.
Highest-grossing, domestically speaking, highest-grossing MCU movie.
What was the review that the Chinese critic gave?
Yeah,
it was horrific.
It was like a fucking this was a professional Chinese film critic and First off, if you guys don't know, a lot of people in America don't really realize this because America's a very PC cult.
America's a diverse nation.
It's diverse nation, but especially within the film community, it's a very PC culture. I feel like
I'm gonna say this because I think America looks towards itself more than other countries.
Exactly. Well, and
I don't think that's because of PC thing.
They look a lot towards Europe. They look towards white countries, is what they do when they call. Anyways, the Chinese are racist as fuck, and the professional.
Not all Chinese.
China as a whole, the Chinese culture is very, very. It's like 1950s America. essentially.
What worse?
Okay, let's say
not worse.
Let's say that the Chinese culture leaves room open for.
We're getting into some hot water here. What is the
point was the professional fucking film critic.
The point was Andy doesn't like Chinese people.
Yes. No. Okay. Like he wrote. He was shitting on the movie. It was weird. It was like racist, but in such a specific way where he was like, the movie is so like physically dark that I felt like I was just in a black room, because he's like, I was
blind.
Yeah, he was like, I felt like I was going blind because I was in a dark theater with an all black cast on screen. There was some other film critics who were saying some other really weird things like that as well. But yeah, they do not like that movie.
No,
people are calling it an absolute eyesore.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's bizarre.
Yeah,
hey,
it's fucked up.
Holy shit, China, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Hashtag
not all Chinas.
Not all China. Not all of China.
I get you, China. You're not that bad. I'm not with these fools.
Jesus Christ.
I believe in peace among nations.
You're fucking like.
Please don't team up with Russia.
You sound like fucking Transformers 4.
Oh yeah, I am.
You sound like.
I'm sponsored by the.
You sound like the Great Wall.
But before I read this headline. What are your guys' views on Netflix? On Netflix and on Netflix and
I think
Netflix and Oscars.
Yeah, I know the Steven Spielberg thing. Honestly, I agree with them. If it's TV, it's TV.
Yeah, I don't.
Netflix is TV. I don't know because Spielberg hates that Netflix movies are eligible for Oscars.
Yeah, he says they should be eligible for Emmys, which I agree with. They're TV movies.
I would agree, honestly, unless they're released in theaters.
Like Beast of No Nation was released in theaters.
Is that the release?
And that was a fantastic. Have you seen it?
I've not seen
Beast of No Nation. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! But the main kid actor is not the greatest, but the supporting actor. Holy Jesus fucking Christ!
No, but to me, it's just like they don't really they release them in like the minimal amount of theaters required for Oscar nominations, and that's it. Yeah, and then they go straight to Netflix. And to me, that's just bullshit. That's
I would want it to have them to have like a wider cast net, maybe like a limited release, not like as small as it is now, but like. Maybe like 1,000 theaters.
But, but if they did it 1,000 theaters,
I would be more comfortable with that if it was.
If they got limited release and then they waited like even just 1 week or 1 or 2 weeks and then put them on Netflix.
If Netflix started doing what Amazon does,
Amazon I consider to make real movies because Amazon releases them in theaters.
Yeah. So
like fucking The Big Sick made like 50 million. I think it made like
Manchester by the Sea.
Big Sick made like $100 million worldwide. I think a Netflix movie would never have the opportunity to make that kind of money because they don't leave them in theaters that long.
Which honestly to me is weird.
It's weird, you think
because they have a huge market for that.
You can make more money. A hit in theaters can make more money.
Before, where I think that they should just open up their own theaters.
I'd be cool.
I think that's the best way forward for them.
I go see like.
And we talked about how like it'd be kind of silly. Because Netflix is the end of movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Netflix will kill movie theaters.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Spice Girls will reunite in an animated superhero movie.
What?
Ooh.
That sounds so interesting.
I like the Spice Girls.
I love
Spice
Girls.
Marvel and DC may have some new competition coming their way.
Oh no.
And now that a Spice Girls animated superhero movie is being planned,
Spice Girls cinematic universe,
and they all go do off their own own movies,
their own like dark movies.
Ooh.
This is what the dark universe is going to become.
Dude, Scary Spice has like her own like horror,
like a horror movie.
Produced by Blumhouse.
Yeah, Blumhouse tilt.
For me, it's weird that it's a superhero movie, but at the same time,
is this like a TV thing or what is this?
I don't know. Spice Girls will reunite in an animated superhero movie.
Wait, are they redoing their voices?
Is it going to be the same voices?
It's going to be them.
That's going to be so cool.
It's going to be them. I guess I'm not a huge Spice Girl fan. That's just popped out to me,
Does it say like what it's gonna be? Like this can't be a theatrical thing.
No, I'm sure
no one cares that much.
No, that'd be silly. I think it's definitely like it might be Netflix or Blu-ray.
But it doesn't say.
Okay, I guess they're just gonna find distribution later.
Yeah,
they're I think it's they want to make an animated superhero movie. Because what they're saying here is that they're shopping it around.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They themselves are shopping it around. But it's just what Marvel or Disney needs. Was the quote?
That's fun.
No, will we see Posh Spice fighting alongside the Black Panther in the future?
Yes.
No.
I hope so.
I want the Spice Girls in the MCU.
Are you a Spice Girls fan?
I do like the Spice Girls.
All right, what is your hot take on the Spice Girls cinematic universe?
I think it's going to be so interesting, and I hope it happens.
I don't know.
LB is my queen.
It seems like any other band that just does an animated show. I don't know.
No, the Spice Girls are huge. Yeah,
the Spice Girls have like a fun gimmick where they're just a female boy band.
Yeah.
And
I think that'll be fun especially for a superhero show. I feel like there's stuff that you can do with that.
Wait, is it a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
But I'm assuming it's going to be on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume if they're going to get like a movie, I think they're probably going to try to get a TV show too.
All right.
I feel like it could do something with it. Like, I feel like it would be interesting.
I don't know. So here's the last headline for tonight because that's what it seems.
He's tapping his watch. He's putting on his nightcap.
I just have anything to say about Spice Girls.
It's Star Wars Episode 9 will erupt in all-out war.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Like, I'm so fucking hyped for Episode 9. I'm hyped for it. I think J.J. Abrams... I think J.J. Abrams is in such like a solid fucking position because I think the reception, both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi got negative reception from fans for very different reasons.
Yeah. One was too similar, one was too different.
One was too similar, one was too wild and different, and I think
one was too similar and one was too good.
I say this as someone who loved The Last Jedi and thought Force Awakens was just pretty good. I don't hate it as much as a lot of people.
I like The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens is fine.
I'd say it's a solid movie.
It sets up enough.
If A New Hope didn't exist, it would be a great movie.
Anyway,
that's
what what was I gonna say? Yeah, no. So I think J.J. Abrams is in like just like an incredibly solid position for Episode 9.
I wish that they got a different director.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Again, like I get what you're saying.
I think that he's just like.
I mean, I think like from like a
fine director.
I think like as like from a visual style and like just like a purely like directorial standpoint, I think Force Awakens is fucking like top notch. Like in terms of just like the pacing and the beat, the pacing and the beat and the tone and the visual look of it, I think it's all perfect.
It's bland. To me, it's bland.
There's some very bland moments.
I have a lot of problems with the story and the characters. J.J. Abrams
always puts in like a really poorly designed monster that
he does that.
Likes.
The rain. You mean the Rancors? You don't like the?
It's always the same look to him.
You fucking fake Star Wars.
It's always the exact.
Take off your gamer glasses, Devin.
Anyway, you don't deserve them.
Those aren't prescription.
Look, I got new glasses this week. I'm very excited about them.
No, but like,
I think he's in a great. I think he's gonna. I got a lot of fucking faith in this movie, and I'm hyped for it.
I think that's. For me, the fact that he says it's going to erupt into all-out war, that says nothing to me about this movie.
That's not what I was going to say.
I gotta disagree. To me, that sounds amazing.
You could literally argue that, like, Return of the Jedi erupted into
all-out war. Rogue One. Yeah. Erupted into, whatever you think about Rogue One.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's literally in the name.
I feel like
there's always an all-out war.
I feel like I got a more specific, like, image in my head of what kind of movie it's going to be, especially now that Kylo Ren is the main antagonist. Like the that's another thing I was gonna say is that like J.J. Abrams, like he's in such a great position because number one, Last Jedi is fucking great, and number two, it ended the way it ended. It gives him so much fucking potential to take the story because like in terms of like where the Resistance is and where Rey is, where the good guys are, it's a very open door. There's a lot of places,
and that's what I'm really worried about.
There's a lot of places he could go, but with Kylo Ren. Man, he is now in charge of the entirety of the First Order. He has fucking surpassed Darth Vader in every fucking way.
I am looking forward to see what they do with
he now has unlimited fucking power, and I'm so fucking hyped for it.
Okay, here's the thing though. I think J.J. Abrams' weakest, like I think one of his weakest aspects has always been answering the questions that
in the mystery box,
and like the fact that he's doing the third movie and he's got to wrap up all the loose ends, or like at least a good amount of them, enough to satisfy the audience, I don't think he can do it.
But I think he's gonna take the criticisms to heart. I think Force Awakens got enough shit where he is going to be like, hey, the way he's talked about it, like he's never defended the movie. Like whenever he's talked about it, people are like, yeah, people criticize it for being too similar to episode 4, and they're right. Yeah, I did that. And he's very like he's not like defending it. He's not like. I don't know. He's not he's not Adam Wingard about it.
Yeah, I get.
And
he's
that, certainly
and I
not.
Appreciate that.
And I won't say he's like full on apologetic about it.
No, he's
like
not.
I definitely don't think Ryan Johnson is apologetic.
Ryan Johnson
is
proud of
no way apologetic about it.
Because it really
should be, because Last Jedi is great.
It's the best Star Wars.
Yeah, it's my favorite Star Wars movie.
I would say this. I just thought of an idea, but maybe it would be a bit too risky. Kong Skull Island director. The reason why I say it would be risky because he's only done one movie, and to put him in charge of the finale.
Like I'd like him, but at the same time, I haven't seen Kong Skull Island.
Kong Skull Island is really fun, a lot of fun.
First off, Kong Skull Island is fucking amazing. I don't really know if his style is as perfect for Star Wars, and this is gonna sound really. You guys are gonna give me a lot of shit for this, but like he shoots his movies digitally. And
who cares?
I know, I would want, considering that The Last Jedi and Force Awakens are very much have like a very film grain look to them.
It's important to keep a
continuity.
And if he was doing like one of the side stories.
Oh yeah, like I'm fine with the anthology movies being shot digitally because that gives it an original thing. Yeah. That gives it its individual, a separate look. But like in terms of like the episodic movies, especially like to keep it like a visual consistency.
He can still shoot it on film.
Yeah, but like, would he want to?
Yeah.
Like, if he shot Kong Skull Island, which is this 1970s, honestly, like nostalgia fest.
I'm sure that he would, though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Especially if he was given the chance. I think if anybody was given the chance to direct Star Wars, they'd be like...
Kong Skull
Island. I don't know, it's not digital.
Kong Skull Island could have very well been shot.
It could have been, but again, Eddie, I think you're not appreciating the expenses of doing that.
Yeah, film is really expensive.
Do you think they would really give this
Justice League was allowed to shoot on film?
Here's the thing, though. Justice League was directed by two of the most renowned directors of comic book movies.
Sure.
It still didn't do well.
Yeah. Imagine if they gave
The Mummy was shot on
single
film.
guy. Yeah, that's The Mummy though because it has Tom. That's The Mummy though because it has Tom.